We're going to beat this game, Joe. Right freaking someday.
Now, either this episode or the next one.
But I also want to talk about John McAfee, because we got into a topic about him just before we started.
Oh, all right. Well, we were talking about how he was going to eat his genitalia if the Bitcoin price did not surpass $1 million by the end of 2020, which we're coming up on right now.
Yeah.
It's only 8 months away, and we're only $995,000 away from $1 million.
So yeah, we got a ways to go. I mean, it hasn't happened, but it could. But it's not going to. But it's cute that he was so optimistic.
Yeah, but he has fairly recently gone back on his word.
Yeah, what a chum. What a chump. You know what I mean? You can't just promise to eat your own dick and then not follow through with it. When the willow's light shattered, the strength of the forest fell here. Its presence kept these pools safe from the decay. But we must find it soon, or its light will not last. Thanks, bro. So yeah, he you know more about this than I do, but he ran for president. He is running for president.
He's still currently running for president, even though he is in exile. He is in exile. He cannot set foot on U.S. soil, or at least not be spotted by any agents of any kind, because he will be promptly arrested.
And it was for taunting the IRS on Twitter?
Just taunting them in general, just very publicly, yeah. That was one of the platforms that he used.
Quillock is wise. I need his advice. If you find him, could you let me know?
He didn't file taxes. He didn't file federal taxes, or I assume state taxes either, and then he began taunting the IRS.
He's the guy that I wish we could all be. I wish I didn't have to pay my tax. He probably has a ton of money, too.
According to him, he doesn't have any money.
Oh.
Which I kind of...
Oops.
I kind of believe in some way. He has some assets because he had a boat that he escaped on. I mean, that was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I used to follow his sagas, but it got to be... Oops. Not that I don't enjoy a good saga, but it got to be a bit too lie-y for me.
Lie-y?
Yeah. I feel like he's not entirely truthful about his tall tales, but it does make them more interesting. And he's definitely a very interesting character, and I do believe he's had an exciting and outlandish life.
And a criminal life.
Of course, yeah. But, barely criminal, though, really.
Barely?
I would say barely. I mean, not really. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's rumored that he's killed a man before, but...
If you cross the government, everything you do it's not barely. It's very deadly serious. You know him, right?
Well, it could be illegal, but not immoral.
Oh, of course, yeah. The fish are biting and not just the bait. Risk life and wing to catch one. Shame we can't all be like those underwater flowers. They retract at the slightest touch or nibble. If only my tail feathers could do that. Fishing would be a lot less painful. Bear. Thanks, buddy. Oh, I sense a secret. I sense a, there's nothing here.
There's gotta be. To the left, right there. Right through that wall. That really looks like it should be something.
Yeah. Alright, we'll get there. But
it's not.
No. I see a save point. Alright, we got a little puzzle here. A little P-U-Z-Z-L.
You just gotta hit those lights.
You go in the correct order.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I think you did it.
I think I did it too. It's not really much of a puzzle. So much as it is just guesswork.
That's exactly what you want your puzzles in your games to be, is something that makes you feel smart, but in reality, you didn't really do anything.
But I also don't feel that smart for having
did the water
done that.
level? Did the water level? Oh, the water level did come down. Okay.
Sank, yeah.
Yeah, because this save point was previously submerged in water.
The only thing that was holding these Luma pools together was like a trapdoor, a single trapdoor.
And somehow that water wasn't seeping through. That was a really tight seal.
We got some garlic ore, and we got the Map Boy is there. Map
through
Boy.
the other. Yeah, you gotta get through the other side though to get the Map Boy.
So let's see. We do have to break that. So we talked about John McAfee.
Yeah, I don't know what else I was going to say. I thought I had something really interesting to say about him, but I can't remember what it was now.
We had a bunch of things just before we started recording. We were like, oh, let's talk about that. Things that I thought of, then we just didn't. I don't know. I was going to talk about why Sunday is the worst day.
Oh, yeah. Why is that?
I mean, maybe you don't agree, but the reason I say it is because this is a challenge room, I think. is because Sunday is the day where all the fun comes to an end, because you do fun things on the weekend.
Oh,
for
I
the
guess
most part, right? So, like when I was in high school, Monday through Friday are the worst days because you're at school. Well, actually, no, they're the second to worst days. Saturday is great because you have no obligations. Then Sunday comes around, and it's like Sunday at 5 o'clock, and you start to get this like existential ennui. You know what I mean? Like this loathing.
I don't know what those words mean, but I think I know what you mean.
Like a loathing for existence and the fact that everything is coming to an end, and that for the next 5 days you have nothing to look forward to. So, which sucks because on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock, The Simpsons was always on Fox.
Yeah.
And it was the harbinger.
It's kind of bittersweet.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that was good, but Sundays are just the worst because even now, I'm over 30 years old and I can never escape that feeling.
Well, school trains you to just be miserable for 5 days a week, and then do errands for 2 days a week.
Yeah, right. Try to cram
As
everything.
a kid, at least you get those 2 days to enjoy yourself. But as an adult,
Yeah.
you have to do errands for 2 days a week, and then work for a man for 8 hours a day for the other days of the week. And you also got to get ready to go to that job, and you gotta drive to it.
There have been countless studies regarding well, first of all, for adults, regarding the 4-day work week and how it's more effective and more efficient. Oh, I don't know where I'm taking this boy. Where am I taking him? Am I taking him up here? Nope, not taking him up here. Oh my god.
I guess it could depend on the industry. Depends on the job.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I'm taking him over here. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. But also for high school students, starting school at a much later time in the day is shown to be not just like a little bit better. Like if you start an hour later, you don't just get a little bit of benefit; you get a significant improvement.
Yeah, for older kids, right?
Yeah, for high school students.
For teens. Yeah, I hated that. Like I wasn't awake for the whole time. The whole time in high school, I wasn't awake. I used to fall asleep in I was gonna say the name of the teacher's class. I can't remember the name of the teacher. English class in 11th grade or 12th grade. I can't remember which grade it was. I don't know. She was this chubby Asian lady. She was really boring, and I would just fall asleep in her class.
I fell asleep in
like every other time. But it's kind of nice though, because if you don't get caught, then you're looking at because you're watching the clock the whole time because you're at school and it was the last period, right? So I'm looking at the clock the whole time, and then it'll be 20 minutes later. It's almost time to go home.
Isn't that the worst though? Like if you're in class and you don't care about the material, and all you have to look forward to is watching the seconds go. Like you watch your life waste away on a clock for 20 minutes or 45 minutes. Our classes were, I think, 40 minutes long with 5 minutes breaks.
Yep.
Something like that.
Sounds pretty standard.
And like that's where the real hard mode comes in. Like if you have 5 hours left in your school day and you just want to be home, oh my god. That's why early dismissal grades, like you had those, right?
Yeah.
Days where you got out super early.
Of course.
They were
That's almost like a day off.
Yeah. You go to school for like 4 hours and then you get to go home and play Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
It's good to show you here. A long time has passed since I last left my hollow, but you've given me hope. Hope. Strength of the forest is near, and something else too. A familiar stench. What is it? Harunk, time is of the essence. We will speak again once we have found a wisp. Speaking of Foghorn Leghorn accents, I watched Knives Out, which was, have you heard of that film?
Nah.
It's from last year. It stars Daniel Craig and I'm gonna regret this. I don't remember her name. Ana de Armas or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a classic whodunit. It's really, really good. It's got a bunch of famous people in it. I think Captain America's in it. The actor who plays Captain America. I don't think it actually has the true Captain America in
Yeah,
it.
probably not.
No.
Seems like that would be a licensing nightmare.
But it's really fantastic.
Who do you contact to get Captain America in your movie?
You just don't.
Yeah, I don't think that's probably why it hasn't happened.
You probably just do it, and then if you're worth anything, they sue you, and that's how you get to contact them. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, because how else would you do it? You can't just call up Marvel. Hey, it's me, Marvel. That's not how it works.
Well, copyright is corporate welfare.
And you know who...
As we've discussed previously, I don't remember when, but I know we discussed it.
You know, Disney is responsible for like most of the, what is it, like patents and copyrights and like they I think they extended the period that things can be copyrighted.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse is still copyrighted, but Mickey Mouse was created like over 100 years ago, probably at this point.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Yeah, all that shit should be in the public domain. All the superhero characters, all the classic superhero characters, Mickey Mouse. Even if you want to make an argument for a limited copyright to protect the creator for a couple of years after they create their character or their story. I mean, I would even argue against that. But if you're extending it beyond the life of the creator, and who's getting that money now? Not the creator of Mickey Mouse, not Walt Disney himself.
Yeah, the Disney estate and the Tolkien estate in particular.
Ridiculous. So their families just don't have to do anything for centuries to come?
Yeah.
Because he created... I mean, I'm not going to say there's no talent and skill involved, but there's a lot of luck involved, too, in any kind of a creative endeavor like that.
Uh-oh. What the heck was that?
He should be able to leave some money to his heirs. Nothing wrong with that, but
Yeah,
to be able to leave them with the copyright to all of the creations that he made.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not.
You think when the artist dies?
Imagine. I don't even think when the artist dies. I mean, I think it shouldn't exist at all. Honestly.
Well, yeah.
I think as soon as it's released, it should be in the public domain.
What the hell is this?
But that's a rare opinion to have, especially as an artist. Most artists have the opinion that they would like to be protected by a government for their creations, but
Right.
I don't have that particular opinion. I can explain why, but I feel like we're not exactly on that exact topic.
No,
we're
maybe
talking about
not.
Walt Disney, but yeah, I think that's the point I was going to make. That's why I didn't want to. That's what I wanted to get to.
Mm-hmm.
Was I think that especially like the superheroes, because I mean a lot of superhero books.
Mm-hmm.
I don't read superhero comics really anymore, but from what I've seen, from what I've flipped through, I mean they're getting kind of lame. Like they're becoming parodies of themselves, right? But imagine if all those characters were open source, like the gods, right? Like Zeus. Like you can make a story about Norse gods and it can be interesting, right? Or you can make Hades, perfect example, right? That's all in open domain, and they had a unique take on it, and a unique independent take. That's a perfect example of it. So imagine if Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine, Spider-Man, all those superheroes, even Superman, right? All the superheroes, all the fan fiction was allowed to be profitable. Mm-hmm. Anybody who wanted to make a Batman comic could. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of amazing artists, and there's plenty of artists that fall outside of the scope of what Marvel and DC are looking for because they're very conservative, right? Because they want to protect their property. They want to make money. There's less of an incentive for them to do things that are creative and risky. So wouldn't it be interesting if we could see these old characters that people love, and we could see some real risks being taken with them? And if you let fan fiction, if you let fans create and profit off of making stories with these old characters, or even remaking old storylines and tweaking them with new artwork or new, tweaking the story, anything really. I'm maybe not necessarily writing the same maybe not redoing an old story. Maybe that's a bad example, but writing new stories based on these old characters could really breathe life into them.
New quest item. All right. So we're going to take a little break. We'll have to figure out where to go.
That's our leadership.
It's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. Everybody's got the virus. It's like that movie where... Hey!
Well, we hope that none of you have the virus.
We do hope that.
We sincerely hope that. Boy, this virus. It's really pissing me off.
It's really the talk of the town.
Come on. Double jump, triple jump.
One more. Yeah, here we go. Very slowly.
Slowly and surely, and it worked. So what were we talking about? I think we're done with the topic.
We're talking about like Captain Marvel and Spooperman.
Yeah.
Oh crud.
Superheroes.
Yeah. Things that are public domain and how Disney kind of ruined it for everybody.
Yeah, things that could and should be public domain. I mean, come on. Nobody thinks that superheroes that are 50 years old should have the copyrights owned by somebody who has no connection to it anymore. I mean, Stan Lee's dead. Jack Kirby's dead. All those old creators, they're done. They're gone.
Yeah, I don't know, but I guess
It's sad.
Yeah.
But the men who created those universes are all gone now.
Yeah, but also, shouldn't they have a say in how their works are represented after they're gone? Oh, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know. I'm just playing the devil's advocate here, you know? I did it wrong. Whew! The trick here is to jump on the bubble. You see? See what I did?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Well, this is not turning out how I hoped. It would be nice, though. It would be nice. Like, I think, I'm not sure exactly on the specifics, but Steamboat Willie or something was supposed to be in public domain starting, like, last year. And the way that Disney got around it was they started introducing all the Disney films with that classic Steamboat Willie intro.
Oh, really?
Like, you know, when they're like their splash screen or whatever.
Yeah,
logo.
yeah. I think I've seen that, actually.
And supposedly, that was a way to reestablish the relevance of Steamboat Willie, because if they can't prove that it's still relevant to them and is hurting them monetarily, then it goes into the public domain.
Who cares? It's a shitty old cartoon.
Yeah, well, it's, the image of Mickey Mouse is what they're protecting.
It's the original not feature length, but the original
Mickey Mouse
story cartoon. The original cartoon that had a story to it that was longer than 20 seconds. Back then, you had that Gertie the dinosaur. Gertie the dinosaur. You ever heard of Gertie the dinosaur?
Yo, why am I throwing so fierce?
I think that was the original cartoon. That might be the original cartoon, but it had a guy in it, like a live action guy. I don't know. It sucks.
Yo, stop throwing so high.
Just watch anime. It's way better.
Just watch anime, I guess. I didn't want to throw anything that high. Why did that happen? I'm just trying to do like a soft, like a tennis lob.
It's a dying art, though. Two-dimensional animation. Sadly.
I guess, yeah.
It is.
I mean, there's still plenty of cartoons on the old TV, though. The old television.
Yeah, a lot of them are 3D, though.
Yeah.
They're 3D, or they use, like, flash animation. Well, what they used to call flash animation. What we call bone animation here on Game Soup.
Boneimation.
I don't know what you're supposed to call it.
I think it's called spine animation, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. But we don't like it. It doesn't look natural.
I mean, it's not even that it doesn't look natural. It looks cheap.
3D animation's fine, but I still prefer 2D. Oops. I think there's more life to it, and you can do a lot of things that you can't do with 3D animation. Well, 3D animation, you can do a lot of things you can't do with 2D, but I think there's more life to it. You see more of the person behind the artwork in the 2D artwork. More character to it.
Yeah, probably. No, I think you're right. I do think you're right. What is this? This looks like something. Nothing. It's nothing.
So speaking of 2D animation, I've been watching that Fairy Tail.
What is that?
You ever heard of Fairy Tail?
Probably. Is it on Netflix?
Maybe. I don't know.
I've probably been recommended it.
It's a shonen anime.
Ah. Hello?
You know, it's about themes of friendship, and there's battles.
Oh, all right.
Like it's one of those kind of shows.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's like, yeah.
You know, pretty over the top.
I wonder if I can get up there. Yeah. Oh, no, I almost had it.
You know, like Dragon Ball, One Piece, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. This is a terrible review. I like it so far. We're only like the 7th or 8th episode, though.
How are you watching it?
Never
mind.
I think legally.
Oh, all right.
No, I think it's on Crunchyroll, but we use ad block.
Oh,
so,
you should.
Yeah.
You should. There's nothing worse than ads.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it already in this LP that we're in full support of piracy, even of our own products.
Yeah.
So if you can, especially Disney, actually, if you can steal a Disney product, including Marvel, not steal. Steal's the wrong word. Copy.
Copy, yeah, because I mean, you're not stealing anything.
If you can get a free copy,
right,
of any product that has any connection to Disney, you know what? I'm all for it. So go ahead and do it. You have our permission. And if they ask, you
can just tell them we said it's all right.
And at the lawsuit, bring this up. You can link to this video. Tell them, hey, GameSoup told me it was okay. And we're going to deny it because this is all a joke. We're kidding. You should definitely pay for everything. Every piece of content that you consume, you should pay for a license to consume it. And you should especially pay Disney type of companies. Any company that's those litigious companies that have access to billions of dollars worth of lawyers, billions with a B. Probably not. No, I don't think any company is spending billions on their legal department. Millions, I'm sure.
What's the trick here? There's got to be a trick.
Should we be taunting a company that has millions?
Well, somebody has to, right?
Yeah. All right, we'll do it.
Oh no.
You hear that, Disney? There's a
song here. I think the first time I did this, I must have done it by accident. Because I don't know what to do. It's a puzzle. It's a little PUZ, if you will. Looks like maybe you just have to hit them all quickly?
Yeah, maybe. It might be it. I don't think it's like a certain order thing.
No, I don't think so. Oh, yeah, it is timed.
It's just timed. You just gotta do it freaking fast.
Okay. I think I was doing it backwards. I think the trick is to just do it quickly. Yeah.
I think you're doing it really quickly right now. That's gotta be it. I think that's it.
That's not it.
Wasn't it? Yeah, you did it as fast as you could, so it's not timed.
It might be. Actually, I think it is. I think you're supposed to use the that move. Oh, yeah. I think you're supposed to use this underwater dash. Wait, what?
Yep, yeah, that was it. All right, yeah, so you just have to do really fucking fast.
I should have known. I mean, we just got that ability.
They make you use a lot of other abilities, too. This game has... You need a lot of dexterity.
Yeah, I mean, you start the game.
This is not a game to stop playing for a week and then come back to, which is what we've been doing.
I mean, it's a game where you start off with the double jump at the beginning, so... Yeah, there is a steep learning curve.
Yeah, we talked about it on the last episode, I think, where you have like 5 jumps. 5 different kinds of jumps. You're pressing all different kinds of button combinations to bounce off of, leap off of, triple jump.
And if you're playing this game, you might as well play StarCraft, you know? Your APM would be
actions
huge.
per minute.
Yeah. What's your biggest APM, Joe? 6?
700.
Oh my god.
It's actions per minute. It's possible to do 700 actions per minute? That's a lot.
Well, how many is that per second? It's more than 10 per second. It's like 11 per second.
Yeah. That might be too many.
Yeah, you could do 11. Well, you can do 11 things. We're doing this again? We're doing this again.
Another combat trial?
Yeah.
Wait, they're fighting each other. They're crayfish. Cray fighter.
They're cray. They're cray for each other. Do you like that? Do you like it when people say cray?
Yeah.
Do you like slang, Joe?
Not that one.
You said you liked it just now.
Well, that was sarcastic.
Oh.
But the brain doesn't know the difference between sarcasm and realism, so you should not ever be using self-deprecating humor. I learned that recently. You should never use self-deprecating humor. Conan O'Brien does it.
He's great.
He's allowed. He's the only one that's allowed. Do not attempt to channel Conan O'Brien in your everyday life. I've tried to do it. I found it to be funny. It's not good. You shouldn't be self-deprecating yourself because you're not successful as Conan O'Brien is. Very few are. Unless your definition of success is different than Conan O'Brien's, which probably is. Anyway, don't use self-deprecating humor. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Don't self-deprecate yourself, even sarcastically. Because your brain does not know the difference, and it's all programming.
So you're smart enough to make a self-deprecating joke, but not smart enough to not take it seriously.
Correct. Well, it doesn't matter how smart you are. Your lower brain... It doesn't matter what your rational brain thinks. You could rationalize that you're not stupid. You know you're not stupid, but you could say you're stupid.
Oh.
You could say you're stupid like as a joke or as like you do something silly and you say, "Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm such a stupid head." You can listen to thousands of examples of us doing it here on GS, and there will probably be more examples to come from here. But I'm trying not to do it anymore because it does have an effect on the lower part of your brain, the one that really matters.
How did you learn this?
With Twitter.
Oh man, I feel really stupid. I should have known that.
Yeah, I follow all kinds of really interesting guys on there. Mostly autists and schizos at this point.
Now, is this a guy just giving you his 2 cents?
Yeah, these are just takes.
Ah,
It's the best way to take in information. You follow the right guys on there, you're taking in some really great information all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to read books anymore.
but you're... Oh my god, you realize how crazy you sound?
Yeah.
But you're
yeah.
also taking in lots of garbage, useless information that's
I'm
completely
not.
wrong.
No, I'm not, because I curate my feed to
Well,
take
not
out
you.
all
You
garbage fools.
universally. Yeah, but you don't know what's good and what's not.
I
You don't know
stopped
what's
following
true.
John McAfee.
Why?
I unfollow as many people as I follow.
Why?
Because
But you need to hear about what he's doing.
because once they prove themselves to be a fool, or once they prove themselves
To be liars.
to be liars,
'Cause he ain't
or
doing
once
that.
or once I've learned everything that I've needed to,
Right.
I stop following the guy.
How do you know you learned everything you need to?
Well, when I start seeing the same things being repeated, or I don't feel the same sense of learning that I got initially.
So, our frog boy's in trouble here. He looks fine, though. Strength of the forest. Qualok found it. He seems fine. I mean, that's what he always looked like. You just didn't notice it before. You gonna say something? Oh. He's got that little eye twitch, man.
I thought it was just the lighting, but there's something real different about that guy.
I don't know, man. I think he looks the same. Yeah, doesn't he? I think he looked the same like he did before.
Same guy,
I
yeah.
think it is. Yeah, I think he's the same. So I guess he's bad. He's evil now. I guess we're just fighting him for no reason.
I think the guy that's carrying him's evil for some reason.
This is a chase sequence.
It's obviously a chase sequence, yeah.
Why do you say obviously?
Because the screen started scrolling.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, guess you went the wrong way.
Wait, it just killed. He didn't even touch you.
Yeah,
It just kills you.
He's got a kill box that, just scrolls to the left.
Yeah.
You just have
to know
be
where to
next
go.
it. Yeah. You just have to
Oh,
know that
come
that's
on,
going to
man.
happen. Yeah, that just kills you.
Yeah, he just went past you though. You should be able to escape the other direction, right?
So,
I
again,
don't know. I might give more of an indication. Just make that. Just put spikes down there.
mhm.
Inescapable spikes down there. They're gonna kill you. Or, well, I mean, then you have to animate the guy turning around and attacking you. That's a lot of work.
I mean, the whole game is
They could do it
hand
that way,
painted.
too.
You don't think they could spare a few hands to animate it a little bit? I bet they could.
I don't know about. Wow, how did that kill you? What the hell even killed you there? It's kind of unclear here.
His untempered anger is what killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was by far the worst part of Ori 1. And
I mean, I like chase sequences in games, but I don't know. I don't think these are clear enough.
No, I
Most
don't-
of these are not
no.
clear enough.
I think these are cinematic, but I don't think they're well done.
Yeah.
Like, especially in Ori 1, that was the case. Absolutely. 'Cause, you can only die so many times in the same area before you go, why is it so unclear? And what
I
am I
think the
supposed to be
level
doing?
design's pretty good. In the
Yeah,
game. Like,
oh, yeah.
overall, I think the level design's pretty good, but
Absolutely.
the scripted parts, the scripted battles and the chase sequences. I mean, I know that a lot of people spent thousands of hours
Yeah.
making this game, but I kind of don't like those parts.
Yeah, I was looking over the footage of the spider battle that we did last time.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was rough. It's worse to watch because
It's hard to
it's hard to watch is what it is. Oh,
I guess it is. I don't know. I didn't watch it. I played it. I was playing at that part. And I mean, I remember, not liking it and not really being able to tell when I was going to get hit.
yeah.
Like, it didn't feel good any time that I dodged something. I just felt lucky every time I dodged
Yeah.
something. And like if you touch him, you get hurt, and it's hard to tell where his hitbox is. And those little spiders did way too much damage. That's when we realized that's what was killing me the whole
Right.
time. Was that those little spiders did like over 2 circles worth of damage. And back then, boy, was that a lot of damage.
Oh, we're underwater.
And they would just chain damage you, and you get killed. It's not really clear. It just wasn't clear enough
Yeah.
to the player to feel fair. I think clarity, it's something that we strive for here at GS.
I've played plenty of games that lack that clarity.
And I
Painfully
mean,
obvious.
this game, it's beautiful, obviously,
Yeah.
right? We said at the beginning we weren't gonna compliment it that it was beautiful because you just assume we're constantly doing that, but it is,
Right.
Because I'm trying to make a point here. It is obviously beautiful, and it has a large tonal variance to the game because it's painted. So with that, though, there comes a price in that you can't see what's going on as well as you could in a game. If the game was just black and white, right? That's as simple as it gets. It is or it isn't, right? Every pixel of the screen is or it isn't. You can tell what is going to hurt you, what is not, because it's two tones. That's it. So that's what this game is. Underneath all of this, it is.
Yo!
It is, everything is or it isn't.
Are you serious?
The hit boxes and the hurt boxes in the game, they're black and white. You're either getting hit by something or you're not. But the veneer over it, the aesthetic paint over it is extremely detailed. And with that, we lose some of the clarity. So if you look, an obvious example would be like Pong, right? An old example like Pong. It's fucking black and white. Everything that you see in there, it's as clear as it could possibly be.
Come on.
So when you get this range of values, I mean, this is a range of values from 0% to 100%, everything in between. But you don't get that, in a game with a simpler graphical style.
Show me your hands. I will say though, this game does really well at readability. I attempted to play Monster Hunter for about 10 hours, and I don't know, maybe it's just not my game. I had some trouble getting into it, but that game, at least for me, does not read well. Like, it's not necessarily muddy, but it's just hard to differentiate things. It's hard to tell what things are, especially because a lot of it is in the distance, and you're looking, the areas are huge.
Yeah.
So
well, when you're dealing with 3 dimensions, it gets even harder to make things clear what's going on, what's in the background and foreground, because it matters. It matters more. You got to worry about 3 dimensions rather than just 2. I mean, this game is 3D, but also it's on a 2D plane, so they have that advantage there. But I was gonna say that there are a lot of times in this, though, I still feel like it's not very clear what's going on. Like that spider boss, it was hard for me to tell what was going on a lot of the time. It was hard for me to differentiate exactly where the hitboxes were, and touching that boss hurt you, and you had to get close to him to hurt him.
It's like, that was less of a like a readability issue and more of a, well, no, I guess it was a different kind of readability, really. Like not graphical unreadability, but mechanical unreadability, sort of. Oh dear. Yeah, because things were not as clear as they could have been, versus like muddy graphics and muddy textures.
But we develop our games in 2D. The animation is 2D. There's nothing 3D about it, any of our games. And our next game, we're keeping the art style simple. It's a platformer, and we're keeping the art style simpler, and we are being as conscious as we can about separating objects by tone.
Yeah, if your
by
game
value.
is muddy, it doesn't matter how good it plays.
Right. So I kind of like games that have a cleaner look to them, that you can tell what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't?
I do like that. But when you get this level of detail, this painted type of game, you lose that. There's no way around it.
I just learned that you can't heal.
You can compensate for it a little bit, but you can't heal when you're underwater.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
So I guess you just don't get to heal for this part of the fight.
I guess so.
Unless you can stand on those fronds over there. Oh, come on.
Why are those spikes down there? When you're trying to slam those in, when you're trying to shoot those rockets back at them, that's really difficult. When are you supposed to get your hits in here? It might also be because I particularly have less patience. I tend to just go at the boss and try to hit him when he's doing his attacks, and sometimes it's better to be patient.
Come on.
But that spider boss, I felt like I wasn't being rewarded for my patience. Like, I felt like I was being patient sometimes. I tried being patient, and I would wind up getting hit anyway.
Yeah.
And when that becomes the case, I just get pissed and I just start tanking.
Yeah, absolutely I do that. I go full, well, I'm not supposed to say that word, but we'll be right back. Alright.
It's looking pretty good. We'll delete it if this is not a clear, but it's looking pretty good right now. This run, looking pretty good. Getting some good combos in there. It's hard to see those things. Those fireball things that shoot at you, and the trails behind them hurt you, which really pisses me off. The trails should, I don't know, they should look more solid. They should look more the color of the actual bullet. if they hurt you, or just don't. I don't want them hurting you.
You know, part of my problem, I think, is I was attempting to use the Spirit Smash, the hammer.
Yeah.
But that's a it's a noob trap, because we've already discussed this, how it looks really powerful and it feels good to use, but it's much more efficient damage-wise to just mash X and use that spirit, whatever it is, the spirit sword. I think it does more damage over time because you're not there's not so much delay between attacks, especially in a fight like this where you only get off one attack at a time.
Yeah.
I guess I'm stuck here now forever.
A good thing you have a ridiculous number of mobility abilities.
Yeah,
mobility abilities.
Mobilities, as they call them. I don't know why he suddenly decided to attack us. I mean, he seemed completely normal.
Yeah, I didn't notice anything holding him on the top of him at all. Just dragging him around.
Oh no, he's got it though. He's got his boy. This is my boy.
Marlboro. Oh wow, he really smashed him. That looked like blood. I think it was more like an energy dissipation though.
Your light grows, little one. The strength of the forest is safe. Thanks, buddy. We might not be able to undo all the damage, but we can still give Niwen a second chance. Find the Wisps. Bring them together again, and the Moki. Watch over them for me. Watch over this land. You may be the only one who can. I'm going to die now because I was touched by an octopus. Can you imagine if you got killed by touching an octopus? Nobody would ever go in the ocean.
You don't think some of the damage that you did to him contributed to this death at all,
wait,
Ed?
We killed him.
Yeah.
What if he was going to live like a normal, full life until we came along and decided to actually kill him? Do you know that Ori's a murderer?
Now you have to live with that. Yeah, Ori is a super murderer.
He's actually a murderer, yeah. And we pretend like we're the protagonist. There's got to be some subtext in this game where you're actually the bad guy all along. You can make the case for that, can't you?
I think you can make the case for just about anybody being the bad guy or the good guy.
Strength of the Forest. Your maximum life and energy have increased. So we had a quest just now where we were supposed to give an amulet to Qualok. We just killed him. So, how about that? Yeah. And with that, I actually think we are ready to go to the final area. What I believe is the final area, because our quest tracker up there says enter the ruins. Or, yeah, right there. Do we have all the Wisps?
Yeah.
I think we do. Oh. Do we? That's a really great it's a great question. I don't have an answer, but I think we should attempt it. So what we'll do is we'll where's those windswept wastes up here? Where's the nearest SAVE point? Right there. We'll give it a shot. And if we can actually enter, Joe, if you want to play, now's your time.
We'll do it. No, Ed's going to play.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because he's played this more than me, and my dexterity in this game is really bad. I mean, well, I'm being honest with myself, though. This is not self-deprecating humor where I'm exaggerating. I just don't have the same amount of experience as Ed does with it, and I mess up the inputs a lot.
Yeah,
and also you can't change the air dash to be on the L trigger, which is really annoying to me.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, some games just have difficult control patterns, control mechanisms. That's not the right word. Some games have difficult control schemes. That's the correct word.
Your schemes.
And I would say this is one of them. As far as platformers go, it's somewhat complicated.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know if I've ever played a more complicated one.
Other games with complicated control schemes. Gravity Rush 2.
Oh yeah.
I got Gravity Rush 2. I've had it on my PS4 for a long time, actually, for like a few months, and I finally decided to fire it up. Boy, is it! There's no other game that controls like this one. If you're into video games, if you're like really into video games like us, you know,
yeah,
and you like a unique experience and a unique control experience, boy, is this one for you. And boy, is it!
What is it on? Is it on?
It's only on PS4.
Oh,
unfortunately.
Oh, then I'm never going to play it.
But it's definitely for me. It's very fun, and I still don't. I have a handle on the control scheme. I'm not an expert, but it has kind of a little bit of a feel of Jet Grind Radio. Not as much. The control scheme of Jet Grind Radio is a little simpler, but it has that fun to it. Just the movement in the game is really fun, and it's in as far as 3-dimensional movement goes, it reminds me. It has a similar feeling to that. I'm not going to say it's that similar in the mechanics of it, but just the feel of it is similar to that. And another game that it would be similar to. There is another one, but what is it?
Another game like that?
I had 2 examples in my head.
Donkey Kong.
Think of this. I cannot remember the second one now.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Country.
I had 2 great examples.
Dixie Krang.
What was the other one? I mean, Sonic Adventure a little bit.
Oh. Yeah, because that was a bad game.
Yeah, but like the good parts of that.
Oh. All right.
Mainly Sonic Adventure 2.
Why didn't I just warp here?
With all the grinding.
Why didn't I just go to this warp point? What a fool.
I don't know.
I swear it wasn't there the first time I looked. I'm pretty sure that was the game's fault and not mine. There's no way I could have missed that, right? There's no way the human error could be the thing that's responsible.
But it's a game about falling. I'm not that far into it. I'm a few hours into it. I just got to the city. Like the main part of the game. The part where you really get it really blows your mind. You finally past the main parts. You're kind of past the tutorial. Like several hours into the game, you're past the tutorial. Oh, Mirror's Edge was the other game that I was gonna compare it to. Like Mirror's Edge, I loved Mirror's Edge. Not so much the sequel, Mirror's Edge Catalyst. That was a little frustrating, and I didn't like the characters in it, and I didn't like the story in it. I loved the characters and the story in Mirror's Edge, but in Mirror's Edge Catalyst, I wasn't really a big fan. I just lost interest in it.
We made it, Ori. So I put that on hold for a second.
Now go ahead.
The heart of the blind forest rests inside. The light of the spirit will open what has long been closed. It didn't say blind forest.
No. Just a regular forest.
Just a regular forest.
A sighted forest.
What does it mean to be a blind forest anyway? You ever seen such a thing?
There's no such thing as a fucking forest. So how could there be a blind forest?
Yeah, come on. Idiots.
Well, what is a forest?
It's a bunch of trees.
Exactly. It doesn't exist. The trees exist, the forest doesn't exist. No such thing. It's a concept. Forest is a concept. Just like a government. Same thing. To restore what had been lost.
You got me there, man. What exists because we define it. If you're talking about like a physical object you can see or touch, of course it doesn't, but just because something isn't tangible doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Look at these.
It's a shorthand word. It's shorthand for a series of trees.
A series of tubes, if you will. Wind-torn ruins. I actually don't know if this is the final area. But I mean, I assume because we've collected all these wisps. Oh. I actually didn't go inside. I made the foolish gesture of not going inside. Yep. It's a bunch of statues and stuff. I'm sure this will be a very easy area. Is it a boss fight?
It'll probably test every ability that you know how to do.
Oh, yeah. Across many lands, it is always the same. For every spirit, tree, a light, and for every light, a tree, always existing in balance. The light alone is nothing without its vessel. Cool. Thanks for that. That's really... I did need
Drill
to know.
for a nose.
Here? Yeah,
Yep.
drill for a nose. Nothing. Look at that drill action. I was going to say, I wish there was a game about drilling, but there is one. It's called Drill Dozer.
Yeah, Drill Dozer. That's a classic for GBA.
Yeah, made by the developers of Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Little known fact, they made other games at one point, or they made one other game at least.
That's a great one. If you can get your hands on the original cartridge, it rumbles.
Oh, that's neat.
Remember that?
No, because I never played the original.
Oh, I had the original cartridge. Yeah, it rumbles whenever you're drilling into things, which is constantly. Your little GBA is shaking.
When the willow grew old and her branches barren, she could no longer care for her light. It shattered and we became mere wisps of what once was. You know, that's why I can't bring myself to play WarioWare Twisted anymore. Well, for two reasons, obviously. The first is You need the, you know, the gyrometer. What do you call that thing? Balanceometer. But you also need there's a rumble in it. It also rumbles.
Oh, yeah.
And those two things combined, you can never replicate that on an emulator. Like, that is a wholly unique experience that you can never recapture. And the only way to get it is to buy that game.
Yeah.
Which is super expensive.
So all games just need to develop some kind of a unique control scheme that's unique to that game specifically and unique to the cartridge that it's on.
Yeah. Like, remember Boktai for the GBA?
Yeah, I actually had that game.
You had it?
It sucked.
Oh.
It kind of sucked, yeah.
But again, I mean, the Willow's children, the spirits of Niwen, suffered in the decay. The land was buried in darkness and ruin. The spirits were no more and all seemed lost. But, I mean, mechanically, of course, you can simulate getting sunlight in the game, but it of course doesn't compare. It's not exactly the same. You can get close, but you can never get exactly there. But I think especially with the WarioWare games, even more so. Unless, I don't know, you can probably, you know what, actually I just thought of something. You can probably use your phone as the gyrometer for WarioWare Twisted. I wonder if there's an emulator that does it. But it was foretold that Hope would come. Hope, hey, that's us. Hope would open our eyes to see through the darkness. Oh, that's why the forest is blind, because it doesn't have any eyes. I get it now. It's a metaphor for communism. Hope would return the memory of what was forgotten and bring us strength when we were weak. That is how the world heals. That is how the cycle continues. I think we're delving into this was a prophecy. This was foretold material. I don't like that. I don't like that trope. I don't know if that's where we're going, but that trope in general needs to be thrown in the garbage can. The Gorlek builders knew that all things broken be pieced back together. Oh yeah? How about my marriage? Here they protected the most fragile wisp, the heart of the forest. We sense its presence nearby, Ori. The light will be whole once more. Alright, so we got... Oh, there actually is a map to this area. There haven't been any enemies yet. This is like this is a story area, I suppose. What's here? What's here? Anything? Oh, I see a save point.
Well, those spikes were really nastily placed.
Yeah.
I mean, that was really rude the way those were placed. You're just falling. Those could have easily hit you.
Maybe they intended for you to fall there because the save point's right here. Still not very nice. I mean, as a game developer, I would never create a situation where the player falls onto a bed of thorns and takes damage, and it's not avoidable. I would never do such a thing. Such as in the tutorial of my game.
Yeah.
That would be a very rude gesture indeed. So wait, there was something over here.
But you have to teach the player how to use the Estus flask, and how is he going to guarantee that they've taken damage?
Right? Yeah. Well, you do what Mario RPG did. You take damage in a cutscene. Which is also fine. It's a monkey! With 3 eyes, 4 arms. And a robot in his chest. A robot in his chest. Hey, it's the will of the Wisps. I mean, the Wisps. You know what happens now? We collected all 7 Dragon Balls. You know what's gonna happen now.
Time to make a wish.
I wish. If you had one wish right now, Joe, you had 60 seconds to make it, what would you wish for?
Goku to come back to life.
Now I am whole once more. I am... Sire! The willow awaits us, or we must go. You know, I'm not going to say this story came out of nowhere, because it really hasn't. But it sure has taken a back
Chase
seat.
sequence.
What is that? Who's that?
It's a sandworm.
What happened to
That
that?
somehow has not destroyed these ruins yet. It's been living down here, but somehow these ruins are still intact.
Is it a chase sequence?
It's a chase sequence in the other direction, Ed. You should have guessed.
You know, remember that wolf at the beginning of the game? Where's the wolf? How come there's a worm and not a wolf? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they could have reused the wolf. He just somehow got under the ruins.
Oh, great. I missed the jump once?
Nope, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. There's some lenience there, but I do know you're going to die.
Oh, absolutely. If I didn't die right
some
now, I
point.
would be amazed. Well, at some
Because
point.
as we've learned, this game has more in common with Meat Boy than Metroidvania.
Well, I mean, yeah. Oh
Holy
my god.
God.
Oh, I'm actually dead right now.
Yeah, do it. Grab it. I don't know how you're doing this. Actually, maybe this is supposed to be how it goes.
Yeah,
I think
actually,
you're just supposed to
this
do
has
this
to be,
on
yeah.
top of... Yeah, I think you're just supposed to be over top of them there.
So the reason I didn't die was because the game didn't want me to die there.
Yeah.
Not because I was good at the game. Oh, that's nothing.
Are you serious?
Wait, what? Oh, no,
Oh,
no,
he
you are
comes around the other
supposed
side.
to do
Oh, okay.
that.
Okay.
Tricky.
Okay. That's forgivable. That's
Oh,
forgivable.
Oh.
Definitely, that was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that was great. See, this is... Okay, so this is slightly more interesting and exciting than typical chase sequences.
Because we've seen so many sequences where it's been annoying, where
Yeah.
there was something really annoying, like where you just did something that looked like what you were supposed to do, but actually, haha, you were a fool, you weren't supposed to do that.
Like right here.
Kind of. Yeah, that's how it usually works. So when we went...
Are you serious?
Well, you have to do the whole thing over again.
You gotta do the whole...
That's amazing.
GD thing over again. GD stands for gosh dang.
But when you were stuck in that sand down there, it was
Yeah.
like, oh, I guess you weren't supposed to go on that sand, even though it looked obvious that you were supposed to go in. Like, what else were you? Where else were you supposed to go? Number one, and also you've been digging through every every block of sand that you had come up to
Yeah.
that point. So it'd be really frustrating if you finally weren't supposed to dig into that point. So you're annoyed, and then suddenly you're amazed that it was actually designed that way and that it was cool all along.
But that exact series of emotions has always been my response to these chase sequences. Is the first thing is you're annoyed because...
It's a chase sequence.
Well, yeah.
And then number two, you're annoyed because...
Well, you're annoyed because you're not sure what's happening and you don't know where you're supposed to be going or why you're doing the thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, actually, okay, in that last example...
I think a chase sequence needs to be really clear.
Yeah, and they
Like
almost
more than
never are.
anything. Yeah. More than anything, the values need to be clear.
So I think...
The tones and values of the things that you're interacting with need to be blatantly clear within, fractions of a second. Probably, if we're talking 15 frames a second, within 10 frames, you need to know exactly what's going on the screen.
That might be the only... Just now, that might have been the first great use of the chase sequence in Ori. Because like I said, the ones in the first game. Difficult to read. We've already seen like 3 or 4 in this game that were difficult to read and not... Are you...
You're shitting me. Just go.
Oh,
Drill
this
for a nose.
part.
Drill for a nose. Drill for a nose. Drill for a dash nose. Dash it up.
Oh, what is he doing?
Are you serious? Look how fast you have to do this.
That sucks. Because if you...
This better be a fucking checkpoint.
I bet it's a boss. I'm sure it's a checkpoint. Oh.
No, he died. I bet it's a boss. No, he died. That character model was only used for a chase sequence, not a boss. So, I mean, props to them for that. For not using that model as a boss fight, too.
Well, it's not over yet. You never know.
That's a lot of work for just one 30-second chase sequence that you have to do. I mean, let's be realistic. Probably took most players like 4 to 5 tries to do
Maybe. And I gotta say, the worst part there was the very end. And that's a real dick move.
Yeah, the way I've been trying to design our game, just intuitively, I'm not a great level designer, I'm not a great Metroidvania designer, but working on it. But the way that I've been trying to design it is the areas right after the save points, I'm making the most difficult.
Yeah.
And then after that, you've got... So it's about 50% difficult and then 50% basically easy. We're working on the tutorial, so it's just 50% difficult tests of skills that you've learned previously, fighting against enemies, and then 50% tutorial areas where you're learning new abilities and you're seeing cutscenes and things.
Yeah.
And then you get a save point after that. But it's impossible to not pass that second 50%. Or,
more or less.
Yeah, more or less it's impossible. Yeah. Maybe 1% chance you'll fall down a pit and lose your last bit of health or something. But
and I do think that's the way you should do it, because there's nothing more frustrating than getting through a very, very easy section and then dying to something because it wasn't clear.
Yeah.
Like,
then you have
happened.
to replay the very, very easy section many times to try the hard section. I'd rather throw the harder section first and then put the easy section after that.
It's a bird! So, when I said that was the final area, I don't know if it was. Maybe it wasn't. Because I don't think a worm is the final boss. I think this is the final boss. This looks like a final boss.
Anyway, so we think it's more respectful to the player's time to do it that way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Which, in Path of Exile, right? I mean, it's just like Diablo 2, if you've never played it before. There are a lot of areas in Path of Exile where you spend 2 to 3 minutes or so running through an area, and then just before the exit is a unique enemy.
Yeah.
And unique enemies, are most likely to just one-shot you. So imagine the frustration there, where you walk 2 to 3 minutes through an area killing stuff, get to the end, and then you're killed and have to do the 2 to 3 minutes over again because you got killed by the guy at the very, very end. It's quite frequent. Yeah, it's frustrating. But I get the idea. The idea is to ramp up the challenge organically. It just doesn't, in practice, though, it doesn't work like that. It should start out... People think it should start out easy and get harder as you go along, but...
Put a save point in there, then.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please.
Checkpoint, save point.
That's death.
Especially now. You really have to respect the player's time more than ever, because it's a buyer's market for games right now.
Yeah.
They can just... If they're getting frustrated and annoyed, they can just go play one of the other thousands of games that came out this fucking week.
Speaking of which, Exit the Gungeon came out.
Oh yeah, the side scroll one, the side view.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been paying attention to that at all.
And if I recall correctly, originally, it was an Apple iOS release, so I don't know how much can be expected of it. But hey, it's more Gungeon, which I'm always up for. I was kind of bummed when they announced that they weren't going to do any more content for the game, but I totally understand because everything they've done so far has been free. Oh.
Yeah, and on top of that, the interactions in the game are almost unprecedented.
Yeah.
There's so many different possible interactions in the game between all the guns and all the power-ups and all the different characters and abilities and enemies. There's so... You can imagine. I mean, there was always bugs on the releases. And there was surprisingly few bugs for how many interactions there are in the game. And the game is surprisingly not that broken for the... It's really... I mean, I wouldn't even say it's broken. The black hole gun's pretty powerful, but some of the guns are I think that's part of the charm, is that some of the guns are really ridiculously overpowered, and it's just very rare to get them because there are hundreds of different guns in the game. But
that's not even a bug or anything. That's just a property of one weapon.
And especially, it's not even a AAA game. It's not even like a AAA a studio making it. It's a smaller team. It's not a tiny team, but it's not a giant team either.
I just realized we're in an elevator sequence. The classic.
I love an elevator sequence. I would never fault the game for having an elevator sequence.
No,
never.
Maybe we should have one.
I would never fault. We can.
Oh, so this elevator on the left, or there's a portal on the left, and it goes here. I guess we have to find out.
Takes it out of the bottom. I don't know if I would jump down there. Okay.
Well, there's got to be something down here, right?
Oh, we're Game Soup.
There's nothing down here.
It looks like there's nothing down there, though. It looks like that's just going to be D-E-A-F, death. D-E-A-F.
F.
That's T-H.
That's Mike Tyson saying S.
Yes.
F. All right.
You ever made fun of Mike Tyson to his face?
No. I mean...
Would you try it?
No. Because...
It'd be a funny story, though.
Well...
Getting jawed by Mike Tyson.
You think he would just jaw some random guy who's 5 feet tall?
Probably not. No.
He
actually seems like a pretty legit guy.
He does. And he has also not advertised for. You remember George Foreman?
Yeah.
The only thing I know George Foreman for is his grill.
Yeah.
So it's hard to be threatened by a man who advertises for a grill like that. We actually have one downstairs.
Still?
I think so.
I haven't seen one of those. I guess I've seen yours. It just kind of melts into the background.
Here, use this grill. Take all the best parts of your food and put them into this drip collection tray that you can throw out.
Yeah.
Launch! You gain a new ability. Hold LT and launch yourself in any direction. We've finally gotten the universal traversal move, if you will. Turn into a projectile.
Yeah, that sounds like what we want.
Heck yeah. Here we go, Mr. Kerbopple, Mrs. Kerbopple. Oh, it just lets you do that thing anywhere. And infinitely.
Wait, really?
Wait, infinitely?
Just once. Once per jump.
Once per jump.
Everything in this game is once per jump. Everything in this game is it's a double jump, but just more complicated. Everything in this game is just a more complicated double jump. Okay, they're forcing us to use it.
Yeah.
There you go. They just want to make sure we know how to use it. We know how to use it.
We do.
So you get a triple jump, a dash in the air. You can grapple onto... Oh, God. I don't even want to list them all anymore. I think there's 6. I think we have 6 abilities now, maybe 7.
That's quite a lot.
If you include double jump and triple jump as
Yeah.
2 separate ones, it's got to be at least
What
6
the hell
or
was that?
7.
Notice how there's a spirit light thing here?
Yeah.
But where?
It's you.
It's
You're the
me.
spirit, Ori.
Oh, you are the demons. Wait, where does this one go? Oh, this one! Check it out. Check it
Oh.
out.
What?
Check out this secret.
That's not really a secret. You just get it.
Ah, right?
So can you latch
Wait.
onto something there? You got to be able to grab onto it?
How do you do this, I wonder? Can't get up there.
Wait. Can you like double jump up into... No, not... Is there something to grab onto?
Mm,
Can you do another one here? No. Oh,
No.
it looks like you can do it though. Looks like you almost had it there.
Yeah.
What you just did, you might just have to do it more perfectly.
let's see. I bet if we...
Oh yeah, just throw that. Yeah. That's got to be it. That's another separate ability. So you
Yeah.
pretty much just need to use these 2 abilities if you want to have maximum vertical
Oh.
movement ability. You need to use this plus the one where you can just launch yourself.
Why does it go so fast, and how come it doesn't come back down? I can't grab it.
Pissing me off.
It's pissing me off, is what it is.
I mean, that's what you have to use though. You got to use it.
I don't know, man. I don't think that's... Oh, you know what it is? You go through a portal, your jump gets reset.
It resets.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Oh,
Turns out...
that's a nice rule.
Yeah.
Why is that a rule?
Oh. Garlic ore. Silent Woods.
Silence.
Uh-oh. 28 damage, my friend.
So things are doing a lot of damage to you right now. I mean, these spikes in the beginning of the game would have done a lot less damage, but you've evolved, my friend. So now all the damage has to evolve. So it's essentially as if nothing had changed. And that's pretty much what leveling up is in games.
The illusion of progression.
Which is why we try. Yeah, we're having progression, but it's not going to be.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I did it. But I like that illusion of progression. I really like
Yeah.
idle and clicker games.
Oh, Ed loves those.
Even though I know it's you know, the reason I like it is because all games are illusions of progress. So the ones that are more obvious about it, who cares? Because they're all obvious about it.
Speaking of illusions of progress, I showed Ed the U.S. debt clock.
Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah, that was a
I've
fun
seen that
one.
before, though.
Yeah.
That debt clock. It's messed up. You can watch the money tick up.
I think
in
it's like
real time.
usdebtclock.org, or you just type in US debt clock in any search engine, you'll find it. But it looks like a clicker game.
Yeah.
It's just the debt of the US going up by the second.
Oh, crap. So if you get hit while you're in the air, you lose your jump.
Amazing.
So, like, oh, you should have known not to do that.
Oh yeah, I was giving a review of Gravity Rush 2
Oh,
like
yeah.
half an hour ago.
I want you to finish that.
I should probably finish that.
Yeah,
All right.
please.
I'll finish my review
I
of
can't get
Gravity
up
Rush
there.
2,
Shit.
and I was also in the middle of it. I was in the part where I was talking about how it gave me a similar feeling to Mirror's Edge, where the control of the game takes a while to get used to, but once you understand it, boy, is it a joy. The original Mirror's Edge, I didn't actually love the game until I played it through it the second time. I had to play the game 2 times to love it. By the end of the first time, I liked it. I liked it enough that I wanted to keep playing it, and by the end of the second time, I loved it. Because it just takes that long to get used to the control scheme. And the original Mirror's Edge is a little bit of a short game. I think Gravity Rush 2 feels like it's going to be a lot longer game.
As the
Considering
end,
I think I just got to the hub world of the game. Good.
oh, as the end drew near, all paths led to the Spirit Willow. It's a tree. It's another tree. What is with Ori? This Ori guy and those trees. Those are buddies, though. Some more buddies. Willow's End. Hey, isn't there supposed to be an apostrophe in Willow's End?
There's no apostrophe?
No, but
Unless
unless
probably should, yeah.
unless it's saying that Willow, the tree that is called a willow, will end. If there's no apostrophe, that's what it's trying to say. Willow's End, like dogs bark.
Oh, Willow's End. Willow's, yeah, like...
I don't think that's what it's trying to say, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know the names for grammar and stuff.
I think it's just a typo, I'm pretty sure. It's like saying, people eat. People live. Cats are cute. Cat's cute. Cats purr. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Wait, how come I can't grab... I can't grab this? It
Yeah,
has
it's
like
not a sentence. It's a description.
Yeah.
It's a name.
Well, yeah, it
it's
is
a name,
sentence,
not a
though.
sentence.
Yeah,
Willow's End,
no,
that's not
you're
a
right,
sentence.
You're right. Now I see what you mean.
It's a proper noun.
You don't even know what a proper noun is, do you? Do I? Do you?
I don't know, man.
It's one that behaves properly.
Noun, verb, pronoun, adjective, adverb.
We used to play this game when I was a kid.
Projective.
This game...
Projective.
Joe and I used to play a game when I was little. We used to call it Nouns. It was called Nouns, actually.
No, I don't think this is true, but go ahead.
It was actually Mad Libs, but I used to call it Nouns. Do you remember this, Joe?
No.
You don't remember this?
Uh-uh.
When I was like, probably before the age of
You must have been like
13 or
4 years
14.
old.
No,
Oh.
no, I was little. I was little, but not that little. The game called Mad Libs, I used to call Nouns. And you'd always say, you call it Nouns.
I don't remember that at all.
Really?
I mean, it sounds like something. It sounds like something that a conversation we would have had.
Yeah. And you thought it
When we
was
were
interesting.
children.
Wait, come on.
Yeah. Why do you call it nouns? There's more than just nouns in there. What about adverbs? Come on.
Wait, this is
What,
actually...
you just want to do the nouns? Oh yeah, that must be why you called it nouns, because you always wanted to do the nouns. I would
Yeah.
do the adjectives and adverbs, and I would do the nouns. Oh boy, would we come up with the funniest Mad Libs? Do you have any Mad Libs books here? We should do one live right now.
There's no way I have them, but I bet we can Google them and get some really good ones. That's nothing.
We gotta find some Mad Libs.
I guarantee you I do not have any Mad Libs here.
Do you guys want to hear us do Mad Libs?
Who doesn't? Oh, this is actually...
Is Mad Libs still a thing?
It's gotta be, right? It's timeless, for one thing. Oh, this is, tricky. It is tricky.
You got to use all your movement abilities. I mean, this game is a double jump.
Uh-oh.
A double jumper's dream.
Oh,
okay.
oh, come on.
Son of a bitch.
Are you touching my wiener
And
right now?
it sends you down into that timed laser. So I don't know how you're supposed to time this to not get hit by that timed laser. How the fuck do you time it to not get hit by that timed laser? You have to have some kind of a temporal abilities there.
I mean, there are two ways, right? And the first way is you can sort of still see it, but you can't time it,
how are you
right?
going to time it for you getting
Yeah.
that? Yeah, that's a lot to ask of a player.
The other way is it actually moves almost slowly enough that if you had to, you could wait through a cycle. I believe that's
I
their
think
intention.
that's probably the intention,
Yeah.
yeah. It just looks annoying.
It does.
There you go. You got it. No,
Oh
you didn't
my
fucking,
God.
I guess you can eat the damage too. That's another thing. It continues chasing you. Oh, come on! These are timed. these are timed fucking lasers. They're timed lasers, and you're being fucking chased.
And then a second one showed up at the
How
end.
is this real life? Oh, it's not real life. It's
Oh,
Ori and
yeah.
the Will of the Wisps. It's a video game. That's what it is. Oh
I
yeah,
think
you can
yeah.
use that.
That's why they're
feather
on
to your
the-
advantage, but come on, man.
So that's why they're on
Hang onto the wall. Hang onto the wall.
Oh. Yeah.
All right. Can you get up into that one?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh. That's why they're... Are you kidding?
It hurts you. The one on the left hurts you.
It's because I went between them and I think the game was like, oh, he's crushed. You said to crush him, right? Yeah.
Okay, so you're crushed. Now
Right.
what? Now what? I think you gotta go inside the one on the right.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do.
I know. You gotta do it again. It's a fucking teleporter. Somehow those teleport into each other. Doesn't make any sense. The one was trapped in a wall up at the top. Who designed this place? Alright, so you get chased around. Now you gotta do this part again.
Yeah.
And then this time you're gonna be able to get through. Luckily. Just by sheer force of will.
Here's hoping. Oh, hello.
Good lord, are there... I've never seen this many air abilities in a game.
What was that?
I'm not sure. You just destroyed an orange spectacle.
Oh, must have been like a key enemy or something, or some horrendous growth,
Oh,
like the one I have on my.
make some growth fall off of that. I don't know, whatever that thing it just showed us a picture of was. Come on, man. That was great reflexes. That was good reflexes, my man.
Okay, I'll throw him a bone. It's the final area of the game, I assume, right? It's called Willow's End.
Yeah, it has to be. It's end. It says end right in the title.
Yeah, and here it has an apostrophe. So I'm going to throw them a bone. I think it's okay to put spikes in a situation like that at the very end of the game. I think it's fine, right?
You got to be on your toes.
Yeah.
You better be on your toes right now.
But again, there are save points every 3.6 seconds. I think anything is fair
That took
game.
a lot of health. That was like 3 circles of health. That would have been almost death in the
Yeah.
beginning of the game when you start with only 5.
Oh, okay. What are those? All right. I think we want to go to the left. Yeah. Oops.
Oh yeah, Gravity Rush 2. It's a falling.
Yeah, what's the gameplay? What do you do?
You fall. You fall in any direction that you want. It doesn't look like it controls how you think it controls. Like, you would think it would control like you're a flying character, but you're not flying, you're falling.
Right.
So you have to change the direction. You're changing the direction of gravity and just falling in any direction. And if you can land on any flat surface while you're falling, then gravity changes to be that direction. You can imagine there might be camera problems.
I can imagine now.
Oh boy, are there camera problems. It's actually a technical wonder that there are as few camera problems as there are. But there are camera problems.
Oh no, that's
like the camera will get stuck in every wall you can imagine, because the camera has to constantly be shifting around, changing, like, especially when you land on a surface that isn't the main ground surface, and there's all kinds of shenanigans that you can pull, like little tiny ledges that you can land on, and then you shift the gravity into another direction. And it's hard to describe in words, but the camera I think it's done about as well as it can be for what the game is, and I think it's well worth it. I think that sacrifice of not being able to tell what's going on roughly, I would say 3 to 4% of the time. Not very much of the time.
That's nothing.
That it's fine. I for the type of gameplay that you're getting here, you're not going to get this type of gameplay anywhere else. And there's a thing called gravity slide, where you slightly turn the ground that you're on forward, and you just fall while sliding down. You can slide down the side of a building, the top of a building, the underside of a building if it's floating. You can slide down anything you want, and it's real fast. It's so fun.
It sounds really fun.
And then you can fall.
It's the kind of thing that I wish was on Steam. Sounds like the kind of game I would want to play.
So, I'm not that far in. I'm not really not that far into it, but so far, it's pretty damn fun. And yeah, like I was saying like an hour ago.
Yeah.
It's about, if you're interested in video games and interested in unique video games and unique control schemes, this is a good one.
Oh, you son of a bee.
And it's on sale all the time. I don't remember what I paid for it. It's either $9 or $19. I don't know.
Well, here's a question. Now where?
But it's cheap regardless. It's not very expensive. So just, pick it up.
Pick it up.
Also, you don't get to control gravity for like 20 minutes into the game. The beginning of the game is like, it's got a kind of a long intro. It's a little old-fashioned, like the old PS2 era where you just didn't get to play the game for like 20 minutes.
How much of a story could it need?
It has a lot of story, actually. There's actually quite a lot. It's not, I don't know. It's not going to break any records for being incredible storytelling, but it's pretty good. Like, I play games for gameplay, really, mainly.
Yeah.
I don't really care if the story is terrible.
Here's a question. Where?
Mirror's Edge Catalyst, right? The story, not very good. The characters, not very good. But Mirror's Edge, I like the characters in the story. It's kind of weird, but the way it was written and like the new characters, and I just couldn't get into that part of it, which is fine. I don't really care. If that was the only problem with it, I wouldn't really care. But the gameplay also did not match.
Oops. I never played Mirror's Edge.
Maybe I should give the second one another try, but I just found it frustrating and annoying.
Wait,
I just gave
what?
up, and I had like a ton of other games to play at the time, and I just never went back to it. So maybe it's better than I'm giving it credit for. But I remember just getting tired of it pretty fast.
Oh, it's some garlic ore. That's useful. I'm really glad that I have that here in this tree. I was planning on building a table and chair set for my son. So it looks like we want to go here.
And a separate one for your dog.
Or right here. I see one here, teleporter, and I see one here. How is it possible that we've been through here and haven't touched this? I feel like we have been here.
Yeah, well, it's on the fucking map.
So where does this one go? Let's go there.
All right.
Because it's closer.
Let's check it out. Yeah.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, go in.
We have not been here? We have not been here.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely haven't been here.
No, we have.
No, we haven't.
Yeah.
No, we haven't.
Oh, we're not going to be here, though. I'm dead. I died. Yeah, maybe you're right, though. Maybe you're right. It sure is a maze. Oh, everything explodes. Everything explodes in this game. Oh, everything explodes and blows up. Explodes. Oh, yeah, we haven't been here, you're right. I could have just checked the map, but I would have seen for myself. Oh, save point! Cool. Joe, I think we're going to finish this game tonight. I would not have...
We got about an hour and a half to go.
Yeah.
We could do it. We could do it. I feel like maybe we should take a break, though, at some point. Just for us.
Oh,
It
yeah,
won't be
yeah.
a break for them. We
I-
don't show any ads here, but...
I would guess we have about 15 to 20 minutes of actual gameplay left, followed by 30 minutes of a boss fight that I fail over and over and over.
Yeah, maybe.
Here we are under the roots of the great willow that once gave life to this land. I just didn't know, worry. I didn't realize the decay had cut to the very heart of Niwa, and seeing this, Taka was right to be worried. And look, I usually do charge for my services, but given the circumstances, this one's on me. No thanks. Much obliged for what? We gave you nothing in return. Unless this map is gigantic.
It's not that big. It's not that big. You're already about a third of the way through it.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think it's that big.
Who's this? Who's
Who?
that?
Who dat?
Who dis?
I don't know.
New Ori. Who dis? That doesn't even look like any symbol I've ever seen. I've seen all the symbols, and I don't recognize that one. Oh, look, a secret. Oh, maybe not a secret.
Whoops.
Oh, it's the way out.
It is the way out. Back in.
Send me back in.
Don't forget it resets you.
There we go.
When you go through the teleporter, it resets that air dash thing. God, there's so many air abilities in this game.
Yeah.
Gravity Rush 2 has quite a lot of air abilities too, but not this many. And it's a game about falling.
That's a unique gameplay style. I mean, I've never played a game where the main gameplay loop was just falling. It sounds really fun.
You know how you hurt the enemies?
You fall on them?
You fall on them. That's one of the ways you can hurt them.
Ah.
If you're in the air, you press the square button and you fall towards them real fast. And the other way that you hurt them is if you're standing on a flat surface, then you can press the square button and you just kick them.
Well, so what do you do? Are you constantly falling on like little islands and things?
Yeah, there's the level design so far is mostly just floating islands.
Okay.
It's actually kind of like the game we're developing right now. But our game doesn't have falling in it.
Is it like sectioned off into specific levels?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an early hub of the game. There's like a town, a mining town, where the main characters are stationed. And then you find this sprawling city soon after. Well, several hours later, which is where I just got to. And I've just been... I haven't really been doing that much. I don't really want to progress the game because I just want to fall around the city.
It's just that much fun.
Yeah, it's just fun to control. Like I'm not even doing any quests. I've done a couple quests like here and there, but most of it I'm just falling around the city and looking around.
Well, what more can you ask for, right? If the game is just fun to control. Oh,
yeah, that's if your game is that much fun that the player doesn't even care that they're progressing your game. They're just enjoying traversing the environments with the control scheme. I think that's a success right there.
I can't think of the last game where that was the case for me. There's got to be some, but it's rare.
I mean, like old examples like Jet Ram Radio,
Yeah.
Mirror's Edge. Those games are all about that. It doesn't mean like every game has to be like that, but I think that's if a game is just a joy to control like that, you don't need much else. You're probably going to be able to design worlds around it, design levels around it that are going to be as fun. That are going to be fun with if you just have the control scheme down like that.
I mean, once you get the controls down, you're halfway there to making a fun game.
You got to grab from far away on that one.
You do.
There's so many air abilities in this game.
There are actually too many.
I can't wrap my head around it.
Oh, I'm dead. There are actually too many controls.
Ed's the one playing it. I can't even.
Yeah, this is... I'll tell you what I'm juggling. Oh, I'm actually dead. Okay, I'm not dead. Oh my god, there's so many things. The things that I'm juggling right now are holding right trigger to use the this thing, the slow fall, and the right trigger to use the burst through sand ability, the left trigger to grab one of those blue boys. Actually, the other left button does nothing. But it's those three. Also the Y button to launch. So it's a total of 4. And it doesn't sound like that much. But 4 different abilities you have to use in specific combinations. It's very confusing. It's a lot to grab onto.
We've been playing video games for a long time here on GameSoup.
Almost 2 years now.
And this, like, I feel like this would have been this could have been spread out a little bit more to get more time to learn each ability.
I mean, it has been pretty spread out, but we just got that launch ability. Is that what you mean?
I think the whole game probably could have been spread out a little bit more to get used to using these abilities.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I do think there is plenty of game. We've also not done a lot of the
Maybe a second playthrough would be where you really master the abilities of the game.
Yeah, maybe.
That might be the idea.
So, there we go. But I mean, there's plenty of side areas that give you ample time to practice those abilities. We just haven't taken advantage of all of them.
That's true.
All right, so we can already see what we're about to do here. We fall in there.
And if you're really smart,
left.
you might pick it up really fast.
Yeah, maybe. There's a lot of, still a lot of decks. You need a lot of points in decks to do this. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's to the left. It does require a lot of dex points.
I do wish the dash was on the L trigger, though.
Yeah.
That's just my preference.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
That'd be a big improvement for
Oops.
me. And the thing is, a lot of the abilities, though, you have to set them to your face buttons. Like two of the main air abilities, you need to set them to your face buttons.
Yeah.
So the face buttons really, it gives choice earlier in the game, but you pretty much want both of those, and then you want the healing ability most of the time, unless you want to be switching back and forth between that and something else constantly. Oh no, you have the slash, right? Yeah, you have to have an attack. So you have to have an attack, and then there's 2 air dash abilities. So yeah, that's it. So maybe for a boss, you turn off one of the air dash abilities that might be less useful, and you put on the healing. Or you just constantly switch back and forth between the healing and one of the air dash abilities.
It does get pretty complex. Pretty complex. Oh. Oh no.
Infinite. This is falling.
Now this is pod racing. Where's the thing that we're supposed to destroy? Oh, it's over there. Oh, it's actually not over here at all. It's not that thing. It is actually...
It's that one.
It's... Oh no.
Lasers.
Lasers. Where the hell is it, though? Why is this boy even here? Why are you here, sir?
Yeah, I don't know what's the point of those fireballs. You can bounce with fireballs, but it might just be to hurt you.
Because on the map, right? This boy is down here. Oh.
How do you turn those lasers off? They're just going.
Unlaser me. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that one.
This is where I came in.
Oh yeah, that's where you came in. Wait, that's it.
Oh, no, I know. Okay.
Well, you definitely got to hit that pulsating pus ball there.
Please don't call me that.
Sorry. I'll never do it again.
The real question is... Oh, no. Okay,
God, you have to send that. You have to send those. Oh no. This is real life.
It's probably not as hard as it looks. It almost never is, right?
This is real life. Oh God. Wait, yeah, but these are, this, if you get it in there perfectly horizontally, it'll just go infinitely through those.
That is true, but I will never be able to do that.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to get it perfect. But if you can get it so that it's one pass.
All right. Oh.
Just wait for it to come back around. It'll be better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know, I can just wait up there, actually.
Yeah, but you're not going to have infinite tries on it. Because it's slightly on a diagonal. Now you got to send it. I don't know if that's going to... That'll be fine. This should be fine. This should be fine. No, you got to hit it.
I didn't... I could have dashed and gotten it, but I didn't. Chose not to.
No.
Actually,
I don't blame you, man. Do you know how many buttons you're juggling right now?
About 36.
It's called like a button juggler.
Look, this one's going infinitely. We could just use this one. That's exactly what we're going to do.
The game that's tested... I would say the game that has tested my dexterity the most... No. That's not going to work.
Watch this. Oh, it didn't work.
The game that's tested my hand dexterity the most was Final Fantasy XIV. I played with a controller.
All right.
You're juggling 30 plus abilities, 30 some odd abilities. And I had to use joy to key in order to in order to find a comfortable setup where I could click in the. I don't even want to explain it, but I had a setup where I could. Boy, could I tank with that controller. As good or better than anybody that used a keyboard and mouse setup.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, now you got to get down to the bottom. You got to go up, up, up there.
No!
It's gonna be going infinitely though. Just take the damage. Just eat it. Just eat the damage.
Wait, what?
I don't know, man. Wait, what? Why is that open?
And the thing is still there.
Yeah. Well, you need to hit that thing with the. No, can you just slash that thing?
Yeah, but the bullet is still there. What happened to it? Why did the wall break if we didn't
I
do
don't
it?
know.
Did we just get a freebie?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why did that happen?
I think it just felt bad for us.
But yeah, I can't play Final Fantasy 14 anymore. But I bet I still have the muscle memory. And the thing about Final Fantasy 14 is that you have hundreds of hours to master your control scheme in the game.
That's a damn good game.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps, this is a much shorter game. Final Fantasy 14, I mean, you probably spent thousands of hours playing that thing.
It really is a great game. I miss it. Sometimes I do miss it.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to go back and play it, but it took over my life, and I can't have that happen again.
Yeah, same with Warframe, dude. That game.
Yeah, Warframe. That was the last one. That was the last MMO, sort of MMO kind of game. I don't know if it's not 100% the definition of an MMO, but it is a multiplayer online game that will take over your entire life if you let it, which it did for a few months for me, and it was enough, and that was the last one.
There were days when I didn't do anything but wake up, play Warframe, and go to sleep.
Yeah, that's
like it is that addicting.
Yeah, can't really do that kind of game anymore.
Yeah,
I did. I was playing Magic Arena for a good while there, but I don't know if it ever became. I don't know if that became a full-fledged addiction. I wouldn't call it one because I haven't played it in a long time. I mean, been stuck in the house for how long? I haven't even fired it up. So yeah, I told myself I wasn't going to get addicted to it, and I wasn't going to consciously do the quests, and I did stick to that.
Oh come on!
Like with Hearthstone, I felt like I had to do the quests.
Yeah.
But when you really really break it down, you're getting something like 60 cents to $1 worth of digital product every day if you do your quests. And when you think about it that way, I can make a lot more than $1 in the time that I'm spending doing my quests in these games, and you can just put money into the game to buy whatever cards or items that you want in the game without having to trade your time for such a tiny wage.
The decay resists us, Ori. The way to the Spirit Willow is blocked. Corrupted hearts added to your map. Oh. These were already on the map. Maybe it added more? Maybe it added this one and this one? Alright. Oh.
I think part of the reason why I stopped playing it was because they took away the drafts.
Look at this!
There was a couple of weeks where they took away the Theros Beyond Death, the new set. They took away the drafts for it. And I use it a lot to practice my draft. Not necessarily the draft, but I use it to practice with the new cards. Because I go to draft tournaments, which I can't do anymore because all the stores are closed.
Okay, I did this the completely wrong way.
But yeah, they turned that off, so I just stopped playing the game, and then they turned them back on, and it was like they had lost me already. So I haven't really gone back since. It's been like a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah, those kinds of addictions. Like, if you just don't play for a couple of days, I find that they're easy to not feel like you have to go back to.
Yeah.
Like, I played Hearthstone for a long time.
Yeah.
And as long as I was doing it every day, I was like, I might as well do it. Might as well do it. But, take an hour every morning sometimes to do these quests and just play a little bit.
A thing that takes even 20 minutes per day for you to do, that's a commitment.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time. 20 minutes a day, that's a commitment.
And if there's one thing you should know about
Hearthstone, you can't really... Like, if you want to complete your quest, you can't... You have to play for more than 20 minutes a day.
Hello?
You can get on there every 3 days if you want on Hearthstone. You can let it go for a while, but for a few days if you want to complete all your quests. And it's the same thing. Magic Arena is the exact same... It's laid out in the exact same way. They just copied the business model of Hearthstone.
Yeah. Actually, Gwent was really cool. because it wasn't exactly the same. I mean, the business model was the same, right? But like the packs had different. I don't know, like there was a different way that they gave you cards, like if there were duplicates, something to that effect. It had an interesting way of doing the card system. Actually, the gameplay was totally different too. You know.
Yeah. I remember when I think we played
Yeah.
the game on the channel a long time ago. I remember it being.
It was really cool.
Yeah, I remember it being somewhat interesting. I probably wouldn't pick that if I had to pick an online card game to play. Right now, if I had to pick an online card game to play, it would be Magic Arena would be number 1, Hearthstone would be number 2, and then Duelist would be number 3, but Duelist is gone.
Yeah.
Which I was really sad to see. I really like Duelist. Like, I was playing it, but I was also playing it alongside Hearthstone and Final Fantasy XIV, which meant my entire life was playing video games for about 2 or 3 weeks that I was playing Duelist, so
Yeah.
I had to stop. But I did enjoy it quite a lot while I was playing it.
It's sad, right? But it's completely expected.
Yeah, there's so many games competing
yeah.
for people's time right now.
How do you
Time more than
even
money,
begin?
really.
Yeah, there's no way a game like that can hold up to. I mean, just Hearthstone, but also Hearthstone and Gwent. Like, yeah, there's no way.
And now Magic is a major player in the online
Oh yeah.
card game arena.
Are they really major though?
Magic Arena?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah. It's huge.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if it's bigger than Hearthstone. It might be bigger. I think it's bigger than Hearthstone now. It's big.
Oh, this looks bad. Oh, this looks bad.
They have more formats on there than Hearthstone, and you can constantly find a match on them.
Oh no.
If that tells you anything.
All right, that's enough.
You can play like the shittiest obscure format on there, and you'll find a match almost immediately.
Oops. 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 Oh. Whoops. I'm safe here.
There you go. Yeah, there was the exit. There was your exit.
Oh, I was too busy healing.
You're
Oh,
gonna
this
get
is
hurt.
bad.
You're gonna get hurt.
Easy.
You're
Even a
gonna
bait.
Careful, you're gonna get hurt there.
Even a
Alright.
child could do this.
Yeah, you got it.
Even a,
No.
I got crushed. I
You got
actually got crushed.
Oh yeah, I was playing. I bought a bunch of new games actually. Lately. I got Sonic Mania.
I've heard that's a great game.
I got a little bit of the way into it, but the Chemical Plant Zone
Yeah?
level in the game.
Tell me it's great, please.
Oh man.
It's not great.
Well, no, it's actually pretty awesome. But there are blocks. If you remember in the original Chemical Plant Zone, there's
Yo!
There's
Sorry.
a column. There's a column in in an underwater part where there's these blocks that move in like elevator blocks that move in a specific
Yeah, I know exactly
sequence.
what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, they have
And you
those,
climb them.
but boy, they crush you.
Oh, they sure do, I bet.
And
I bet
they
do.
it's set up in a way that every player
no,
that
no,
gets
no.
through it, I assume, has been crushed by it at least once. I got crushed by it like 3 times,
Oh.
and it's like it's timed so that it looks like you can make the jump and you're gonna be fine, but then the block comes down and just crushes you. I can't really describe. You could see it if I was playing. If we had the game here, I could show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, why?
But it's annoyingly designed.
Yeah.
So I just decided to pick on the worst part of the game. But overall, it's a pretty fun game.
What?
Yeah, the walls hurt you in there, and you got to hold on to the walls.
Everything hurts you. Nothing can be touched in this game.
Why wouldn't it?
Don't you dare ever touch me.
Oh, I see. Wait, you gotta like run up the wall
Yeah.
and just stay airborne. A lot of this game is just staying airborne. You know what game was really good about staying airborne and was really built around staying airborne?
Gravity Rush 2.
Well, that.
Oh.
But I was gonna say Mischief Makers.
I just realized there's wind here. So you can do this.
Oh,
That explains it.
that really. Oh, well, that's
That explains it.
there you go. That was it.
Yeah.
Yep. The wind is actually a little bit hard to see here.
It is.
Compared to previous areas, it's a little less obvious.
Oh, did you say Mischief Makers?
Yeah, I was saying Mischief Makers. That game was a lot about staying airborne. You had infinite air dash, which you could use to air dash
Yeah.
upwards. So
Yeah.
you could float in place, right?
God, it was so fun.
And
Yeah.
it was just one button.
How have we never played that on the channel before?
We're going to do an LP of that at some point.
Right? It takes like 2 hours. Why haven't we done that yet?
That's a little longer than that.
Is it? I don't know. It's such
I
a
think
great
it's probably
game.
like 5 or 6 hours. But yeah, it's a good length for a GameSoup LP. Our LP's usually about that long. Well, no, they're as long as the game is, but we don't like to LP really long games.
Didn't mean to do that. Uh-oh. I need to get out of here. Get me out of here. Cool. Get me out of here. We need to get to, oh my god. Oh my goodness. There's a thing up there. There's a boy up there. You see that boy?
Look at how fast these lasers are going.
He's just lasering all over the place.
There it is. Yeah, you gotta destroy that pus bubble.
Take my boy. Take that boy. Take that boy. Is that all of them? There's one more.
Oh no, there is one more. There's one more of those roots attached to it.
It's there.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, we were just there. Everything in this game really likes to hurt you. This game just loves hurting you. Where does that one go?
There's not really any enemies. It's just a lot of lasers.
Yeah. Where does this
I
one
wasn't
go?
really expecting the last area to just be full of lasers.
Are you...
You're just gonna keep getting hit. It
Oh,
looks like it's like scratching your back. You're holding onto the wall and then the laser's just caressing your back. Very roughly. Oh, you need to heal. You should probably heal. So use all that mana. There you go. You got any more mana? There you go. Well, that's almost a full heal.
Y'all got any more of that mana? Oh, we need to go in the one that's right here.
So people have been really loving Doom Eternal from what I've been seeing. I haven't played
Yeah,
it.
you mentioned that. Yeah. You did mention that just
I
now.
really don't know. I don't really have much else to say about it because I haven't played it.
The meme for a while was Doom Eternal came out the same day as Animal Crossing. So there were a lot of crossover memes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, people seem to be loving Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I saw some LP footage of it. It looks like Animal Crossing. It looks like something I'd be completely uninterested in playing.
I never played any Animal Crossing, but I remember for a while you played it on the GameCube and you loved it.
I did, yeah. I did. I have to admit, I had a phase where I played Animal Crossing every day for about 3 months, and
That's
then I
fine.
realized, what am I doing with my life?
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
It was shortly after that I think it was actually shortly after that I decided that I wanted to focus on learning a skill and contributing to society.
But it does seem to be a fun game. Uh-oh. So I see damage numbers popping up. Am I actually hurting anything? I'm not hurting
I
the
think so.
boss.
You gotta be busting down all those rocks.
I'm trying
out of
to
the
bust
way.
down
I think
those
you hit the
rocks.
core. I think when you hit the core, you're hurting him. Yeah, you are
Yeah,
hurting him.
it's only when you hit the core, though. But
Yeah.
what I'm wondering is that there are still damage numbers popping
Oh,
up.
he's sucking on more rocks.
Oh,
This is unfair.
he is sucking
this is
on more
cheap.
rocks. How dare you, sucking on those rocks? We're gonna use the Spirit Smash.
So we're recording this on March 29th.
Where am I? Oh, I'm in the corner.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I actually couldn't find you. I couldn't find you either. Amazing. We're recording this on March 29th. The last episode, I believe, we recorded on the 23rd, and it actually didn't get posted until the 29th.
Whoops.
I'll tell them why. There's many reasons why that episode took a long time to get out. Well, for one thing, it was over 2 hours long, which meant that the rendering time was extra long.
Yeah, it
and
was
the
like
upload time, and
yeah.
the YouTube processing time was extra long. So that all was part of it. But and the PC that we use is not the newest. It's not terrible, but
It takes like 8 hours to
on top of all that,
render.
what happened was Ed rendered at what he thought was episode 6, and Ed renders and uploads the episodes, and then I go in and I do the tags and the title cards and the titles, and I post them, right? So I go in like the next day after it's been uploading and processing overnight, and I look at it and say, Ed, I think this is episode 5. I think you just rendered episode 5 and uploaded it again. It was supposed to be episode 6. And lo and behold, it was the incorrect episode. So Ed had to re-render it, re-upload it, and repost it. So finally that happened, and then he uploads it, and then Joe goes on the next day to post it, and Joe does the title card, the tags, and all that shit, right? And he clicks post, or he thought he clicked post, but actually the YouTube has on the back end. You have to click. I think you have to click like done or okay after you click to set the video public, and then you have to click save. And I missed a step somewhere, so it didn't get posted.
Right.
So it was supposed to go up yesterday, and anyway, it was finally up. So it went up today. Amazingly enough.
But that's okay. Yeah, at least it's up. Hey, we're phasing. Oh my god, look at this damage! Look at this
Yeah,
damage!
kill it. You could probably be able to kill it.
What is happening?
Just kill him. Oh, it probably just is timed so that you can't kill him, just to be somewhat frustrating. Now, I don't think you're gonna get him in here. You got a lot of health though, so you'll be alright.
Where am I? Yeah, but this whole fight he was armored until just now. Why did he suddenly become unarmored? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This bad.
The only spots that he's not armored, he has lasers shooting out of. You can get him on the other side there. Get him. Get him.
Get out of here, buddy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Watch this. I mean, watch this. Oh, come on, dude. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm just trying to heal a little bit. Just trying to heal a little bit. Just give me some of those heals. I think we got this.
Yeah,
Oh
I think
my
so too.
God.
But I wouldn't try to attack him while he's got lasers. And going like that. That seems to be a dodge segment right there. There you go.
Yeah, cool. That was tricky. That was a really cool use of the mechanic, though. Requires you to use the launch ability.
All right. So that pus-filled core has been, wow, completely destroyed. I thought it was going to be a boss or something. Pus-filled core. They had that giant cool worm. That cool-looking worm, and all it was a chaser.
Yeah, it could have been so much more. Oh. Well, I guess we just backtrack it out of here, huh? I guess.
Seems that way.
I have to assume this is the final area of the game now, that this is truly the end. We're truly in the end of times. Wait, to exit? The Wisps have come together as Seer, the Golden Light. Now Seer must return to the Spirit Willow. I mean, that's where we are. We're there, buddy.
I think that's it.
I think the game's over. I think we just won. That's the game.
There's probably a last boss, though.
No, I think we're done.
Oh.
Is this? Oh, this is a new area. This has got to be the final area. Look at that. You get a door next to a save point. Classic sign of a. Is that a classic sign of a? I think it is.
Yeah, I would think so.
Like in a Metroidvania, there's always a save point right next to a final boss fight.
Yeah, and it's usually on the
boss.
left, and then the boss fight is on the right.
Look at this is
Usually,
totally a
but
boss
not.
fight.
Oh, yeah! Look at how. Yeah. It's like Castlevania, climbing up stairs, but here, because you have such movement abilities, you don't even need stairs. You just need a platform here and there. Because Ori is so airborne. I mean, you might as well just be able to fly at this point.
Yeah.
Right?
They
just
gave
give
you
them the
everything.
ability to fucking fly.
Yeah.
That's what they do in Symphony of the Night. Halfway through the game, you just get the ability to fly. You can go everywhere.
That was one of the greatest things of, well, I'll get to it later. The light will be restored to the land. The damage will be undone. It was just that easy. It's just that simple. Any child of even average intelligence can restore light to the land through the willow tree.
Something about that blue and pink color scheme always looks good.
Mm-hmm. You know, blue and orange is the universal combination of good looking colors.
It is.
You see it everywhere. You look out for it. Next time you're anywhere, you'll see blue and orange everywhere.
Those are complementary colors.
See, look, there they are. You'll see them on movie posters mostly. But like book covers, movie posters, almost everywhere in film, you'll see it. You'll see it. Hey, look, it's the blind forest. Give me those blinds. Brave child, you've healed what was broken. Seer is now reborn. Seers. See their memories gathered on my branches, how the spirits have longed for this day. If only I could carry this light once more, but it is no longer mine to hold. My time is come and gone. A new age must begin. My child, I give the light to you. Though to bear it, you must grow. One life you must now leave behind to save the lives of all. Aw, that's sad. Wait, are we gonna die? Are we about to die? Join now with Seer. Embrace the light. I think we're about to die.
Refuse.
Care for this land as I once did. Yeah, it's like the end of Bloodborne. You can choose to die or to refuse. No, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I can't move. Didn't we start this game by we were just looking for our owl friend?
Yeah.
How did we end up here? How did we end up... Oh. Hold on. You told me the boss of Ori 2 is another bird? Just like in Ori 1? Are you serious?
Well, we knew that bird was coming around.
These game devs have no creativity. All they know is
You can
birds.
say that with a straight face.
Barely. All they know is how to make birds bad guys. Come on, devs. So this is a boss. This must be.
This is probably the last
Yeah.
boss. And they can't really top this.
What is happening? I got the yawns, man. I was tired. It's Storm Eagle.
Yeah. It looks Cthulhian-esque in the background there.
Yeah, it really does. You also can't touch the walls.
Okay, this seems fair. In a game where grabbing onto the wall has been a key mechanic throughout the whole title.
Oh my god, his health bar is huge. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Look at that giant health bar. Alright. Oh, you really don't get a lot of time.
Yeah, you gotta use some of those air abilities and get out of there.
Oh, it's ice.
Oh,
ice.com/GameSoupLP for 15% off your first purchase. Come on, dude. Just hang out there. Oh,
well, there's
Man.
some indicator that he's gonna attack in that certain special area right there, but
Yeah.
you really don't get a lot of time to react. It does indicate where he's gonna land, though.
oh.
Throw that ice.
I didn't see no ice.
I know, but I wanted to throw that ice.
Oh, you want him to throw the ice?
yeah.
Yeah. Because once he throws it, I get to throw it.
Yeah.
All right, here we
Look
go
at that
again.
life bar, though. That's got to be a multi-part boss, right? They can't make you
think?
start the whole thing over.
I hope not. Although, I mean, based on what we've seen past in this game already, I wouldn't be surprised. Throw that ice, baby.
The giant.
It does like nothing.
Look how little, like, everything that you do to this guy does 1% or less damage.
I think his health bar is just huge. This has got to be the. There's probably no second phase at this rate.
I mean, yeah, he might, like, phase change is the same guy.
Yeah.
With the same life bar, but yeah, I don't think there's going to be, like, another guy after this, or he's not going to. Well, I guess he could have the same life bar and transform into another creature. Yep, here's a. I doubt he's going to transform into another creature, though.
He just transforms.
He might look more damaged.
He transforms into an escape sequence. Is what's about to.
It's a chase sequence. Oh yeah. That was
What?
not in the foreground, Ed. That was in the background. And I could see how you might confuse the two.
It is a chase sequence, except nothing's chasing you this time.
There he is. Oh yeah, you just gotta go fast. That's it. Okay. Just use those air abilities, man. That's all you gotta do.
If there's one thing I love about chase sequences, it's the kind where nothing's actually chasing you.
I don't know how you're doing this.
I don't either. We're getting some. It's struggling to load those
Textures.
those datas and textures and savey boys. I mean, look, if there's one thing that is universally loved, right?
Chase sequences.
It is chase sequences. There's nobody out there that says, I don't like those. They're lame, they're repetitive, they're unfairly punishing, and they rely...
There you go. At least this is pretty clear what's going on. This is just a shmup, right? That's just a shmup sequence. That looked clear to me.
Are you being sarcastic or not? I actually can't tell.
I wasn't being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
That was like one of my favorite attacks in the game so
Oh.
far, because it was so clear what was
Oh.
happening. Things that are really important just need to be very bright white. That's pretty much it. Like when those trails were hurting you in that one boss that we fought a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the frog boss. They're so dark. They didn't look like they would hurt you. I think that all that stuff should have been like bright white in the core.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I guess it was trying to show that he was being controlled by some dark energy or something, but it just wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't clear enough that those trails were actually there to hurt you.
Uh-oh. Are you kidding me, buddy?
There you go.
But why? But why? I also can't heal here. There's not enough time.
And the whole area is really dark too. So
no.
like all the white really. See, this is getting closer to. This is more contrasted, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Than a lot of the previous parts of the game.
This actually reads incredibly well.
Yeah, this reads better than most of the rest of the game. Not that the rest of the game doesn't read well a lot of the time, but the problems where I've had reading the game. Well, I'm not really having too much trouble reading this. I am just watching, but from what I can see, this is really not that difficult.
I mean, the times when it was hardest to read were the times when it mattered the most, the chase sequences.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Because otherwise, I mean, graphically, have we mentioned this yet, that the game looks pretty good?
Yeah.
I think we might have possibly
one of the best
it.
looking platformers that's ever been created, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know.
People seem to like Cuphead.
Oh.
I don't know. I do like the hand-drawn. I do like the hand-drawn animation, but I gotta say, as far as graphical style goes, I think I like this more than Cuphead, at least.
Yeah. I don't know. I was never a fan of those old-timey, like, 1930s.
Yeah, same.
graphics.
Like Betty Boop, right?
Yeah.
I'm not really a big fan of Steamboat Willie.
Especially because of Disney, which we talked about at the top of the episode.
Oh, we hate them.
Those jerks. And even in this fight, you get replenishing blue crystal. Uh-oh. So yeah, if you die, all you lose is...
Yeah, I mean, you get a lot of healing. So the challenge, it's just... We're not going to make a boss sequence that's this long ever. I would never make a boss sequence this long. This would be like 6 bosses. This would be an entire game's worth of bosses with the attacks that they're sending at us right now.
I mean, unless there were checkpoints between every single phase.
Yeah.
So you never had to replay any of them, you know? Until you mastered each of them.
I mean, how long should a boss take to beat? Leave it in the comments. Like, what's a good length? What do you feel like is a good length for a boss where if you die, you have to start the whole thing again? Let's put that stipulation in there. Like a Castlevania boss, I feel like those take like 2 to 4 minutes to beat. I think 4 minutes might be pushing it.
Maybe, yeah. I think that's on the long side.
Yeah, maybe for a last boss.
Uh-oh. I think most are shorter than that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I'm actually in danger of dying.
Now you expect to die against bosses like that in a lot of games. And if you're playing a Castlevania game without using potions, that's the way I do it. I feel like that's the real way to do it. I don't know if most people are doing that, but...
No, I never did. I always just chug potions. Uh-oh. I don't want to die.
But that forces you to learn the patterns of the bosses, which
yeah.
I used to get some satisfaction out of. Now, I'd probably be a potion man, but they don't make those games anymore. There's really no more Metroidvania style... There's no more Castlevania games, period.
Yeah,
what's the point?
Uh-oh. Oh, come on.
Well, it's telling you where he's coming from.
Yeah, no, that was fair.
I think those could be a little more white. I would make those more white instead of like that darkened color. Those darkened indicators.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
You could heal. Yeah, there you go.
Alright. Okay. Every time I think I can heal, I just end up taking damage.
Yeah, the heal seems to outweigh the damage, though.
Oh, it's this part again.
Uh-oh.
Why did I do that?
I'm not really sure. But
Wait.
You can just grab one at the side there. That's really nice of them to put that there.
I like
That's very kind.
I do
You
like
just
how
remember what button
there.
grabs onto it now, because you have so many fucking buttons that can maneuver you through the air.
He coming. Oh, Lordy, he coming. What's he doing? Oh, okay. It's this thing again. Oh, man, that's tight.
I think the indicator's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, the timing, yeah. Like I was saying earlier, the timing is really short on that.
I should have healed. Instead, I did nothing.
You could heal right now. Oh, he just bird beaked you. Bird winged you.
Get beaked. Oh, no.
Wait, there's nothing to stand on. You don't have a...
Wait.
You have a platform to stand on. Wait, there's no platforms. What's going on here?
I have to do this.
Oh, you have to do this. Yeah, you figured it out right before me. So I would say you're slightly smarter than me, Ed.
No, I don't think so. It's just because I was doing it already, that's all.
This is This is pretty fucking cool, though. I have to admit,
Yeah.
just to watch, this is pretty fucking cool.
I have a question. If you go too high, do you instantly die? I would assume yes.
I'm guessing probably,
'Cause I would
yeah. Because
say-
their answer to everything in this
Yeah.
game, when you get out of bounds, you just
You
fucking
just die.
Yeah.
Even if there's no reason for you to die.
So don't do it, man. You don't get to heal, though, either.
That's-
Like,
I was
while
just
you're-
thinking.
Yep. Yeah, while you're in the air here. So hopefully,
Yeah.
if you lose this battle and you have to do the whole fucking battle,
We're
imagine
not,
that.
No, the LP is over
Yeah.
if we do that.
No.
Okay.
Achievement unlocked, Stone Cold.
All right.
Okay. So I think we've done something here.
Something must have happened. Yeah, I was about to say, if we had to start that whole fight over again...
Well, that'd be embarrassing.
Yeah.
If you're the size of that bird and you lost to this little speck. I mean, Dory in the blind forest.
We shall always remember the night.
Oh, there's our guys. When hope faltered.
There's our owl friend. That whole reason we were on this journey to begin with. Somehow ended up taking down a giant owl. Some chose to remain in darkness. Who's
I'll
that?
read the next one.
Oh. Oh no.
He's been hit in the head one too many times.
He wasn't a bad guy. We were just jerks.
Yeah.
Wait, why did he fight us anyway?
He's a jerk.
What was our beef? We didn't have a beef. Oh, we're dead. Oh, he actually controlled this part.
Oh, that agile movement he trips over the tiniest little step.
Say, Ori, what'd you think of this game? Was it good? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Tell me, what did you really think? Did you like it? That's better.
Well, that was a really weird nod.
Yeah. You want to see your friends again? Oh, I can't do it now. I tried to make him say no. Oh. The scripted walking scenes are a little strange. I mean, in reality, all you do is hold right, and he just does whatever animations he feels like. You know, but sometimes he stops to slowly crawl through. Did we just... Is this a flashback? Are these ghosts? Are we looking at ghosts now?
Yeah.
Are we ghost boys?
Just remembering what happened.
I'm just here to get my owl and get the heck out of here. Like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing with your life? Oh. Why? It's Ori time. Oh, did you want to read this one?
Oh, I totally forgot about that. It's been so long.
Oh. Why did you want to read it? I was surprised.
I just thought we'd trade off.
Oh. We can if you want
I
to.
thought it might be fun. No, I don't want to anymore.
Oh.
So that a suicide?
Suicune. Wait, what? Also, the music stopped. Oh, it didn't stop. It was loading. So, was she actually dead at some point and then came back to life? Or maybe she was just resting. I don't think it was really clear about that. I think we died. And that is some survivor's guilt, if I've ever seen it. Her dumb face. Hey, it's me, I'm a flower now.
I embrace the light.
Oh, yeah. Wait, Ori 3 canceled then? Or what? It really is. Hey guys, I'm a tree now. It's really that. It's really that. Wait, are they gonna get old and die?
That tree grew pretty fast.
Yeah. It looks like they're showing the entire lifetime of these other dudes, and if that's true, Ori 3 is canceled. There's no way. There's no way. That sucks. I just put $60,000 into their stock. It was the will of the Wisps. That life begin anew. Somebody's messaging me on G-Chat. It's weird because it's not you. Destiny. Achievement unlocked. Destiny. Ori and the Kill of the Crisps. I give it like a solid 4. I'm just kidding. It was fantastic. I mean, it's a solid 10. Except for the chase sequences. But, you know, nothing's perfect, right? So we're actually dead.
Well, a tree.
Yeah, but
There's no kind of life.
how are you gonna play a platformer when you're a tree? Right? How you gonna be jumping on the trees and branches when you're a tree?
I have an idea.
Yeah?
I have an idea.
What's that?
Prequel.
You think?
Yeah.
Nah.
It'll be a prequel. That's what it'll be. It'll take place in the before Ori and the Blind Forest, or between Ori and the Blind Forest and this.
That's like a midquel.
Yeah. Prequel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah. I mean, you don't you don't start a great new IP and then kill off the main character in the second game. Well, I guess you do. Some series do that. There's got to be a franchise out there that's done it already.
Hey, you know.
Yeah.
And also, I believe in wishes. So, you know.
Yeah.
If they can collect all the Dragon Balls. They can wish him back to life, etc.
The map is not available
Yeah.
here.
Do you need a map of the?
Yeah.
of all the people who made this game possible. Oh, did you skip it? Did you skip it?
Yeah, I didn't think you could skip it.
No, you skipped the credits. All right, just go on IMDb and look at the credits.
Yeah. Where does it start us, though? Oh, is it one of those? It starts with the final boss fight. Where's my new game plus? Excuse me. Let's find out where it starts us. Oh,
Yep.
it does start us right here.
That is it. So we could go back if we wanted to, but let's take a look at the whole map. Look at how big the map is in this game. It's pretty big.
There's also this useless map. Like, think of all the man hours that it took to create this art, right? All the art that we're looking at right now.
And nobody's going to use it because it doesn't really... I mean, you can look at it. It looks pretty. That's probably all anyone has ever done is just look at it and say, oh, it looks pretty, and then, okay, where's the functional map?
Yeah. I mean, look at all the layers that are happening. All the parallax and everything. It's really pretty. But oh my god, is it useless? This is the only thing that matters. It's actually pretty big.
It's a pretty big map, yeah.
They did say that it was 3 times bigger than Ori and the Blind Forest. Which, looking at it, man, Ori and the Blind Forest must have been really small. I should know, I just played it. Pretty great, though. Pretty great game.
Hey, we didn't even explore that part.
Yeah, I bet if we had gone here, we wouldn't have turned into a tree at the end.
Yeah, probably. That's the don't turn into a tree ending. It happens right there, really early on in the game. You just don't.
Weird.
The game just ends. We could have ended the LP 6 hours ago, several episodes ago, but we didn't. That's not the way we went. No, that was a lie. That's not probably what would have happened.
Oh, that was weird.
So yeah, Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Pretty great.
I don't know when we're gonna do another LP again. This might be the last one for a while.
Maybe.
We had fun doing it.
We did.
I had fun playing it. Hopefully, Ed had fun playing it. I think he did.
I mean, I was
Boy,
just
there are
saying
a lot of air dashes.
Yeah.
A lot of movement in there. A lot of air abilities. Good lord. Never seen such a thing.
I was just thinking that Resident Evil 3 comes out in a week, but...
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to LP that, though.
Nah,
I think we'll probably
so.
we'll probably play it. We'll probably do like a WoW game episode just to take a look at it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we'll play through the whole thing on the channel. We did Resident Evil 2, so if you want to check that out, if you want to check out another LP on the channel, it was a pretty good LP.
That's a pretty great game,
We got through it pretty quickly. It was actually kind of a walkthrough even, because Ed had played it before. We got through it pretty quickly. It had some good commentary. It's a good game. If you haven't seen anybody play it before, you're not planning on playing it yourself, check out our Resident Evil 2 Remake LP. There you go. There's a good plug for you.
Look at his dance. Oh, damn it. You can't see it anymore. Every time he healed, he was like... whoosh, and he would heal, and then he'd go... whoosh.
So thanks for watching Game Soup Plays Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Thank the developers for making the game, and thank you a ton for watching us play through the whole thing.
We like you.
You're a true fan, and you know, I don't like to say fan. You're a true viewer.
Yeah.
And tune in for more Game Soup coming up. We're going to be playing a bunch of shitty Game Boy games.